Welcome to episode 4 of Guerrilla Journalism, the show which takes you to the frontiers of the news media industry. You know, news video has been around for a long time, but live streaming of the news through the internet is something that's rather new, and it presents new challenges in terms of techniques, equipment, and audience building strategies. Our guest today is Charli James. She's based in Paris, France, but was previously in New York City working for ABC News. She has quite a bit of experience in live streaming of the news. And here are some excerpts of our interview with her. For what kinds of events is news live streaming most appropriate?
For me, I think live streaming works best when you are in a situation that really demands something be live. You know, in an interview with a celebrity, yes, you can get sometimes some moments that you wouldn't when it's taped, but you're not getting that sense of urgency the way you are if you're live from a protest or if you're live um, from outside of a terrorist attack or something like that, where it kind of demands on the ground instant coverage, and that's when people really want to watch also.
Will there be scheduled news shows in live streaming format, or is this something that will only happen along with breaking news events?
uh, I think that, I mean, there's some people already doing that, but I also think that as TV and internet kind of merge and become more of one platform, that we are going to see more kind of appointment viewing. Still, though, I think that's going to be built around personalities, the same way you see primetime cable news shows are really built around the cult of the personality of the host. And I think that's what draws people in at a certain time when there isn't like a huge news event going on, because they want to hear that person's take on the news. And so I think it's still going to revolve around personality of whoever is hosting the live stream in that case.
How are the news agencies going to actually get busy people to stop and watch these live streamed news events?
I think the I think what every company right now is trying to figure out is with audience building and audience development with live video. That's why Facebook works so well, is because the audience is already captive there, and Facebook acts as the promotion tool too. It will let your followers know when you go live, so you don't have to tell people tune in at this specific time, or have people just randomly trying to find you. Or even if you promote it on, say, Twitter, it takes time for an audience to build. Where with Facebook, people are automatically getting an alert saying, come and watch this. And that really has proved to be the easiest way to get a large audience. Um, Now, because it's on Facebook, you can't at this time like monetize the content. It's not on your platform, so you're limited on what you can do with it if you can make money off of it specifically. So that's an issue for companies right now.
Does live streaming as opposed to recorded video change the actual content of the news?
When you're looking at a package, a news package that's been put together hours later of what happened, you're really getting a view of what the producers and the reporters and everyone have decided is the most important or touching moments, or what you need to know. When you're seeing it for yourself, there's a little more control for the viewer on. I mean, of course, there's a journalist actually bringing you this video, but when you're getting a more raw view, I think there's a little more control for the audience as to how they want to feel about it, and decide. And there's something about getting people's immediate reactions in real time that I think is really strong.
Well, if the audience is now in more control, what becomes the role for the professional journalist in this new world?
I think with live streaming, it's just as with any medium online. I mean, anybody can go up and write an article and put it up online, whether they're a trained journalist or writer or not. It's a quality issue and a trust issue if you're not with a major organization that kind of vets that a little bit more. Um, I think that that's a lot for the users to decide as well. There's some great people out there doing live streaming that aren't associated with news organizations, and I don't think they need to be discounted. I just because they're not with a major news group. But I see my role more as kind of a guide instead of this journalist from on high trying to tell everyone what exactly they need to know. Uh, you, I think you need to trust the person that's that's guiding this live stream to um, keep you informed. I would try to do updates periodically every 5 minutes or so, 5 to 10 minutes, if I was doing a very long live stream, because a lot of people, you have to remember, a lot of people haven't been watching from the beginning, um, and need context, need to know what's going on.
So, what kind of news live streaming do you recommend that people should be watching at this point?
When you have access to everything, it's really up to the viewer to make that decision on what's most important to them. Um, and who they think is doing the best job guiding them. So, I- yeah, I wish that I had a answer that was more clear cut, but I think that it's just going to continue to grow the amount of content out there, and so the viewer is going to have to be the one to say, okay, this is salacious, but is it accurate? Am I actually seeing the full picture here? Can I trust this person? And so that's something that they're going to have to decide for themselves, the same that everyone does on their internet news diet.
Live stream the news is clearly going to be playing a larger and larger role in the news media industry in the years going forward. And so, of course, this is a good opportunity for us to begin to educate ourselves about these new technologies.